Good evening. Welcome to Current Affairs. Today is February 13th, 2014. So many issues are happening in India and also in abroad. The first thing, Arvind Kejriwal is going to form the government tomorrow. And after a long period, there is a government that is coming back in Delhi. Otherwise, it's more than 1 year that the president's rule has been imposed in Delhi. And for the first time, so we can see the majority of the MLAs in an assembly who are very clean and neat. Hopefully, the same will continue even in the future also, and Arvind Kejriwal will come up to the expectations. But the problem is that Delhi is not completely autonomous. Hence, the chief minister must be depending so much on the central government. And of course, Arvind Kejriwal met the prime minister and requested for the statehood for Delhi. But no concrete guarantee was given by the prime minister. But the central government assured that possible support will be provided to the Delhi government. And when it comes to the attacks in Delhi, that's still continuing. Sixth time within a period of 2 months. So there was an attack on Christian institutions. And Prime Minister has taken the stock of the situation. He called the police commissioner of Delhi and he inquired about this. But the incidents that were happened previously, the investigation is still going on. Investigation is still going on, but there is no progress with respect to the cases. And in today's incident, the police commissioner is also saying that the insider might have done certain things in that school premises, but later he changed the version. That shows the attitude of the Delhi police. Hence, today there was so much of criticism against Delhi police, considered to be inefficient. If the situation continues, the government takes serious measures and the police commissioner will be transferred. India is a secular nation. The secularism concept has to be protected by the state. And this is the place where the police will be playing a very, very crucial role. And apart from this, I have some more news with me. I would like to share that information with you. Look at the document. So this is with respect to the black money. In the various classes, I told you how exactly the black money comes into the picture. In the simplest formats, black money is nothing but unaccounted money. But now the case is that new names have come into the picture. Apart from the names, majority of the names were not revealed. But this time, so many new names have come into the picture. And Justice M.B. Shah, I told you this name also in the previous class. At present, he is the head of the special investigation team that is probing into the black money. And the latest news is that with respect to HSBC, it cooperated for opening so many accounts. That's the reason why. So the HSBC is very much there in the news. But the unfortunate thing is that the government has to do it at the earliest. That's the reason why we criticize our governments, is that our governments will make the promises, but when it comes to the fulfilling the promises, whatever may be the party that is there in the power, unfortunately, it is not doing the right job. Otherwise, the present government mentioned very clearly that within 100 days of the formation of the government, they will get back the black money. So that's the mechanism of giving confidence to the people. But that is not enough. The government has to struggle, it should fight continuously, and it should reveal the names. And at the end of the day, you have to get back the black money of India. But kindly remember, this black money is going to be a continuous issue. Had it been the government, would have least bothered about this. But the investigation is happening under the Supreme Court constituted special investigation team that is headed by Justice MB Shah. In any examination, this may be a possible question. Kindly remember this. So new names have come, new account numbers have come into the picture, and now the fingers are pointing towards even the role of the HSBC Bank. Next, I'll open the document again. I'll show it to you. Look at this. Look at this. We have a religious concept in India, and where we always claim that India is a secular nation. In a secular country, the respect has to be given to all the religions equally. But the situations that are happening nowadays may be related to any religion, they are considered to be very sensitive, and lots of concern has to be given to them. Hence, the Supreme Court also observed it very clearly. In the latest comments of the Supreme Court, if the attitude of the government continues like this, India may lose the brand of secularism. So that is a very, very serious comment that is made by the Supreme Court. And the government has to work for the welfare of, for taking care of the people who belong to various religions. Unfortunately, that is, it seems that it is missing in India today. Now, I have some points, I'll show it to you. Look at this. The Supreme Court expressed its concern over the future of the secularism. The court said, if this is the situation that is present in India, how long the concept of secularism will continue? And the court said that right to religion is not above the public morality. So the court has observed the various incidents that are happening in the country. And finally, the court gave these statements. Government should take it very seriously, and government should try to uphold the principle of the secularism. Otherwise, what happened in Delhi, just now I told you, what happened in various places, Ghar Wapasi, all these are considered to be the threat to the concept of the secularism. So sometime back, I think 10 days back, when I was talking to you regarding Mr. Jaishankar, sorry, Umashankar. Umashankar also has told you the same thing. He is an IAS officer from Tamil Nadu, and the practices that are being performed by him are considered to be threat to the secularism. Preaching, professing, propagating, nobody questions. But alluring the people, giving the speeches against a religion is considered to be a serious threat that must be taken care very seriously by the government. Again, on one side we are discussing, on the other side the things are happening in the Delhi, and Delhi police was completely insensitive, so they could not respond properly on this. Look at this next. We have a point here, important point again. I was discussing with you sometime back regarding the United Nations. During that time, I made it very clear. In United Nations, one of the organs is the United Nations Security Council. And for quite a long period of time, India is demanding that it should become a permanent member. Otherwise, I told you that in the Security Council, there are 5 permanent members, the so-called P5, and the remaining 10 members are the non-permanent members. and the term of the non-permanent member is just 2 years. Like that, India was a non-permanent member of Security Council for 7 times so far. But that will not suffice for India. India wants to become a permanent member. India is trying for quite long period of time. It is not just India, but some countries like Japan, Germany, and Brazil, they are also trying to become the permanent members. But the situation today has been poised in such a way. In the latest visit, in the latest visit that was made by President Barack Obama, United States of America, so he also backed India's entry into Security Council as a permanent member. France also expressed its intention. UK also expressed its intention, and Russia is always a friend for India. So when it comes to this China, with respect to China, some problem was there. But now China is also supporting India's India's demand that it wants to become a permanent member in the Security Council. But the relations between China and Japan are not very cordial. They are very sensitive today. That's the reason why China has openly opposed the entry of Japan. China is supporting the entry of India. China is opposing the entry of Japan. But there are two other countries are also there which are demanding for the entry into Security Council as a permanent members. They are Brazil and Germany. So we have to wait here now. With respect to India, almost all the 5 nations which are permanent members, they accept it. So this is a good sign for India. Maybe within a short period of time, India becomes a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. Right? So regarding that, I have one question with me. I'll just show you the question. You can answer the question very easily now because I told you the answer just now. Look at this. Can you answer now? Which of the following countries seeking permanent membership in United Nations Security Council? India and Japan, right? India and Brazil, right? Germany and Brazil, right? Answer should be D, all the above. So this is the point. Just to make note of this, this may be a possible question. But the good news for India is that India has been supported by so many other countries now. Of course, non-permanent members, so many countries have supported. But today's sign is that China's support to India is a welcome gesture, and slowly the differences between India and China will be reduced. Let's hope so. And with your permission, I'll stop at this stage and we'll meet sometime in the next week. As I told you, since there is a busy schedule, whenever the time permits, I'll be meeting you, right? Very frequently and very regularly, we'll continue. And all the information, I'll be giving it to you. So thank you so much for your cooperation. See you in the next class. Till then, I wish you all the very best. Thank you. Thank you so much.